Hi. So I just finished a few minutes ago watching Godzilla vs. Kong and then uh, doing my Godzilla vs. Kong movie review. Now it's time for me to do my Godzilla vs. Kong spoiler movie review. So if you think um, Godzilla vs. Kong, then this is gonna be spoiler. And let me know all the Easter eggs, spoiler in the comment section down below. Okay. But if you haven't seen the movie yet, like on HBO Max or in the theater or in a drive-in theater, then don't watch the video yet. Um, Go check it out first, watch it, and then come back and watch the video. Okay. So if you're new to my channel, hit the like button and subscribe, and feel free to share your Easter egg and your spoiler section, uh, even your favorite moment from the movie Godzilla vs. Kong. Okay, and what's your favorite part of the movie? Okay. Um. Now, this was a highly anticipated movie for a few years now. People wanted the movie to come out for a while and got delayed. Um, uh, are you a fan of Godzilla? Are you a fan of King Kong? Did you grew up with the old Toho Godzilla movie? The original Godzilla movie? The original King Kong? I okay. I even seen the original one in my childhood, King Kong vs. Godzilla. Okay. Uh, I know that movie didn't take itself seriously. It was cheesy. Uh, Godzilla, front snap kick, King Kong. Okay, it's funny. King Kong, take the big giant rock, bowl it, bowl it at Godzilla in that movie, and take the tree and try to shove it in Godzilla's mouth in the original one. It's just hilarious. Okay. Um. Uh. To me, this is more cheesy and more nostalgic for me, and more corny. Uh. Whereas, uh, and also it don't take itself seriously. Whereas this one, the one in the Monsterverse, Godzilla vs. Kong, um, it's all about the showdown. It's all about the big giant special effects. And when you watch the movie, you can see the special effect. You can see the special effect. Okay? And the special effect is beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay? Um, um, there were two people that were from this one um, that came back and Godzilla vs. Kong. Um, Let me see here if I can Millie Bobby Brown and Madison Russell and the other one is Kyle Chandler and Mark Russell. Um, they're not in that they're not in that movie that much. Kyle Chandler, Mark Russell. They're not in that movie that much. Okay. The movie not that long. Some say 2 hours. Uh, right here it says it's an hour and 53 minutes. So close to 2 hours. Okay. Um, Now, before I get into the debate, who won? Did anybody win? Was it Megan Godzilla? Not Megan Godzilla? Uh, we gotta talk about this thing. Did I like the movie? Yes, I like the movie. Okay, I wasn't disappointed. Um, it ain't the worst King Kong Godzilla movie I ever seen. Okay, there are other Godzilla movies and King Kong movies that I've seen in the past that I would say did a lot better. This is not a masterpiece. This is not a masterpiece. Okay. Um, when you come to watch any King Godzilla movie or King Kong movie, um, um, you know they're not gonna be a masterpiece. Um, the only time you have a masterpiece King Kong Godzilla movie is if you like watching the original, or yeah, King Kong the original Godzilla. Okay. Um, every once in a while, in the sequel King Kong and Godzilla movie, you'll have like an awesome sequel. Okay. Um, but now the problem is with bunch of King Kong movie and Godzilla movie, even in the old one, the Toho movie, and I did a bunch of reviews of the movie leading up to King Kong Godzilla, and um and in my review I try to stay away from spoilers, but now I can talk about spoilers in this video. When you watch the King Kong movie and the Godzilla movie, the problem is when you watch the King Kong movie or Godzilla movie, what's the main thing? Um, you watching a King Kong movie or Godzilla movie for? Them fighting a monster. Um, you don't care about the uh, you don't care about the human character, the people. Okay. Uh, uh, Now, why did Godzilla King of the Monsters or and when I think Godzilla King of the Monsters, I'm talking about the original black and white one, not the 2019 one, and or Godzilla work, and it was a masterpiece and one of the greatest black and white movies of all time because kind of like a horror movie, because Godzilla is destroying Tokyo and people of Tokyo getting killed, getting destroyed by Godzilla, and it's kind of like a horror movie. Okay. Um, and you actually care for the human character. Why did King Kong? Um, why did King Kong 1933 work so well with King Kong and the human character? Because uh, you feel for the lady that gets sacrificed, that that the that the that, that the Go Island people offer up to Kong, and then all the people on the boat have to go and rescue her to save her from Kong. And then throughout the movie, you have a lot of action in a short period of time in the movie. It's brilliant, brilliant, and okay, it's so brilliant. Uh, the way they do it, the way King Kong does it, in balance with the action and character. Brilliant. Like you have some King Kong movie and Godzilla movie. They don't know how to balance. They don't know how to balance the uh, human character and Godzilla. And when you watch some Godzilla movie or when you watch some Godzilla movie, you're like, okay, it either too much Godzilla or too much human character. And with these two right here, they balance it really well. And um, nobody going to complain about, Godzilla King of the Monsters, the original one. Nobody going to say, it's too much human character or too much Godzilla, or this one here, or too much King Kong, not enough plot, or not enough human character, or nobody gonna say too much human character, not enough King Kong. No. Whereas whereas you get into the multiverse, you're gonna have different opinions. Some say this one is too much human character, not enough action with Kong, or not enough action with Godzilla, so on and so forth. Uh, um, now for me, I was a fan, coming into the movie, I was a fan of Godzilla and King Kong. So to me, it didn't matter who won, but if I had to pick one, I would pick Godzilla. I think Godzilla, if I had to pick one, I would say Godzilla should win. Okay? But I'm a fan of both of them. Okay? 'Cause I grew up watching, Godzilla movie and King Kong movie. You know, the 1970 Godzilla. I mean the 1970 King Kong movie, the 2005 King Kong, 1933 King Kong. So, when I was a little kid, I watched King Kong and Godzilla movies. Okay. Um, so for me, coming into the movie, for me, I was a fan. I wasn't on nobody's team. I was just watching it and having a good time. Um, Now, just a second, I'm going to get to the fan theory and tell you if it's whether it's true or not. Um, the fan theory about the Mega Godzilla. Um, so, like going into Captain America Civil War, you had people, Team Cap, Team Iron Man. For me, I was Team Cap. I always like Captain America better. Um, that wasn't the case for Godzilla and King Kong. I like King Kong and Godzilla about the same. Um, there was a theory um, that I heard before the movie came out, and I heard the theory, and I'm gonna tell you whether the theory is true or not. That I heard after the first trailer of Godzilla vs Kong came out. It was Mega Godzilla is in the movie, and that they're gonna team up and fight Mega Godzilla at the end of the movie. Okay, and there was another theory that Kong is gonna beat Godzilla, and the way he's gonna beat Godzilla is toward the end of the movie he's gonna become King Kong, because that's why he's not called King in the title of the movie. But at the end of the movie, he's gonna become King Kong. That's how he's gonna defeat Godzilla. Those are the two main fan theories I heard after the trailer came out. Let me talk about that. Talk about that. Cause I can talk about that. Cause since the movie's out, um, the one about King Kong or Kong becoming king, that's why he's gonna defeat Godzilla, is not true. It didn't happen. Um, if you saw the movie, um, some people might say it was a tie. Some people might say Godzilla defeat Kong. Okay. Um, um, so that fan theory did not come true. Okay. The one about Mega Godzilla, it did come true. So people doing trailer breakdown, pausing the trailer, and say, hey, look, over there in the corner of the trailer, right there in that trailer, you can see Mega Godzilla. And then that's when the fan theory popped in and said, hey, uh, you can, Godzilla and Kong are team up at the end and, fight Mega Godzilla. They're gonna fight a little while through the movie, and then at the end, they're gonna team up and fight Mega Godzilla. What happened? Um, they did. So, they fought a couple rounds in the movie, and let me back up. This is how it went in the movie. Uh, um, they fought a couple rounds, and it was beautiful fight scene. So if you wanted some good fight, then you would have been really happy. Okay, and I was happy too. Um, then Godzilla was about to beat Kong, and for some reason they came to an agreement or something. And I thought at that one point uh, Godzilla should have used the Tommy Brad and kill Kong, but I said to myself, if he did and kill Kong right there, then they would not do more. They would not have be able to make more King Kong movies, or King Kong fan would got mad, pissed off. But he had his one of his legs or his arm, whatever, on top of Kong's chest, and then he could have like used his Tommy Brad to like kill Kong. I don't know if that would kill him, but like finish him off. But he didn't do it. No, he didn't use his Tommy Brad, but he could have. So he stopped. They came to an agreement and walked away. And uh, then the people in the movie that were working on Mega Godzilla, yeah, Mega Godzilla in the movie, um, um, the guy that were in that had the head in the machine that were controlling Mega Godzilla. Uh, uh, 3 minutes later, it malfunctioned, and Mega Godzilla went out of control, kind of like Ada Voltron, Marvel Ada Voltron, Avengers Ada Voltron, the second Avenger movie. Um, and so uh, so Godzilla was fighting Godzilla was fighting Godzilla was fighting Mega Godzilla, and Mega Godzilla was kicking Godzilla's butt and almost killed him. And but Kong was almost dying. I'm about to die, and the people in the movie, the human characters, the charger that they use in the hospital, pump people up that almost dying or something. They had a big giant one, and they used it to revive Kong. And then Kong got back up, and they used some kind of sign language. And because there's a little girl in the movie that throughout the movie that can use sign language that can communicate with Kong, and so when they revived Kong, he didn't die, but he almost about to die, but they revived him before he died, before he almost died, so they revived him. And then when Kong got back up, the girl communicated with Kong again and told Kong that Godzilla not the enemy, he is. Telling him that Mega Godzilla is the enemy, and um, um, and what happened? He went and helped. He went and helped Godzilla, and uh, okay. Um, and then there's a little reference to King Kong but the Godzilla. If you seen this one, um, they go to step away, kind of like in this one. In this one, um, um, King Kong goes in the water and start walking in the ocean and out into the sea, far into the sea. But in this one, King Kong is on land, and Godzilla is in the ocean. Okay, uh, but they go the step way. Okay, so that's a little Easter egg, but they do it backward. They do the opposite. Okay, King Kong is on land, and Godzilla in the water. Like in this one, the original one, um, King Kong is in water, and Godzilla is in water too, but you don't know that. Okay. Now, a couple other little things I'm gonna mention. That I should mention that other people, my cat. Um, I told you I like the movie. I think it's the best one in the multiverse. Like I said, the movie is a masterpiece. I think the movie should be seen on the big screen. Um, the, um, um, what else? There's one thing that Kong does in the movie that when he does it a couple times throughout the movie, it reminds me of what Thor does in uh, Avengers Infinity War. Um, and what it was did, he went to the one planet. Oh, I don't remember what it is. I think they're like Hollow Earth or Earth Hollow or whatever it is. Let me see. Yeah, something like that. Earth Hollow or something. Hollow Earth to retrieve a energy source, and um, he gets a giant axe, kind of like his own Stormbreaker, and yeah, kind of like what Thor did in Infinity War, and he used it to against Godzilla when he was fighting Godzilla, and there was a similar fight scene, kind of like similar fight scene between Thanos and Thor when Thanos was using his gauntlet on Thanos at Thor was coming down and throwing the Stormbreaker on Thanos, and there's a theme similar to that in this movie, uh, King Kong was throwing his at Kong. I mean at Godzilla. When he wasn't really throwing it, he was actually blocking the Godzilla atomic breath with his axe. And I was like, hey, when I saw that, well, hey, that's similar to what Thor did when Thor was blocking when Thor was throwing his axe, his Stormbreaker at Thanos in the Infinity War, and then then the Thanos said, "You should have gone for the head." Um, um, post credit thing. They're not a post credit thing. I heard that post credit thing is the next thing, the post credit thing they have in the movie, or the, what you want to call it, post credit thing or end credit thing, is the thing that that see right after Godzilla going into the water. Okay, and and it's supposed to be the thing when Kong go back to Conquer Island or whatever, and they'll um right after Kong and Godzilla go the step away, and they look at each other, and then they go the step away. Godzilla going into the ocean, and you think, oh, the movie's over, and then the one thing, then they go right into another thing real quick with like the little girl, like put her hand into the little water, the little pond, or the little pond, the river, whatever you want to call it, the stream, whatever you want to call it. And then if they Kong singing like King Kong, I mean like Donkey Kong, um, that's supposed to be the post credit thing. They added post credit thing at the very end before the actual credit. Okay, uh, so so if you're wondering where the post credit thing or the end credit or why there were no end credit or post credit thing, that's supposed to be the end credit or post credit thing. They 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 catch it at the end right before the credit. Okay. Um, and Megan Godzilla uh, uh, did Megan Godzilla were different than the one the Toho. Cause this one, cause the one in the Toho version, the old Japanese one, there were people inside the robot, in the feed, controlling. This one, Um, they were not in people inside the actual robot. Okay, can you remember? 'Cause, like a few days ago, I was watching the one with Godzilla versus Mega Godzilla 2, and they added. Some guy came with the idea, hey, let's add the jetpack to the Mega Godzilla, and they got inside. There was actual feet inside the Mega Godzilla in the Japanese version, the Toho one. Um, but um, and um, and but in this one, Godzilla vs Kong, the Mega Godzilla was they didn't have no people inside the robot. Okay, that's the difference. So let me know, do you like the movie? I did. And also I know there probably a lot of people like me probably want the MonsterVerse to continue. Um, I probably read it like a year ago, a couple months ago, where um, they didn't know if they were going to continue or not with the MonsterVerse after Godzilla versus Kong, and I was like, what? Why wouldn't you were not wanting to continue? And I read the story because they the only way for them to continue or not is they wanted to see whether or not if this movie Godzilla vs Kong was successful or not. And it'd be a while before we know, in my opinion, if they're gonna make another movie or not, and what it'll be about. Would it be Godzilla for our monster, or the next one would be about Godzilla versus Megan Godzilla? I don't know. So that what I read, and I had a theory, and my theory is if this movie came out a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, back in like 2017 or 18 or 19, in theaters, this would have made a lot of money. Okay, so let me know, and new to my channel, hit that like button, subscribe, and look forward to my next video when I rank all 4 of the MonsterVerse movies. And before I go, I'm gonna tell you that out of all the Godzilla movie and King Kong movie, there's too many uh, to rank, too many to name. I don't know how many are there, like 30 something Godzilla movie with King Kong movie. My favorite is still the classic, the 1933 King Kong movie. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. And that and so okay. Thank you, and thank you. Have a nice day, and God bless you.